a break to breathe. Not a perfect man, but I understand the journey. So I'll write another song to right another wrong. Oh,
Good morning. It is a nice wet morning outside, as you could see. The rain is going on. My back is killing me, so I think I'm gonna sit on the heating pad, but I went ahead and got my sourdough going because everybody ate up all of the last of it. It didn't even last, I think, 4 days. In this era and this period of really doing more intentional living, and with that, what I mean is even with our groceries and stuff, you guys, our fridge and stuff, like, let me show you guys. Our first fridge. So I made those waffles again last night for the kids. I just love it because basically they can come, especially Orion, he takes them out. I put 2 in at a time, one for him, one for his brother. He pops them in the toaster. He loves his with Nutella, so that's what they do. But yeah, our fridge is looking pretty bare. A lot of that is going to get used up tonight when I make chili, some lunch meat, but I'm trying to utilize what we have, being less wasteful. I've noticed that we've had things in our pantry since we moved in, and it's been almost a year. And to me, I just feel like that's ridiculous. I'm not saying that it should just be always barren, but I'm really trying to make sure that I'm meal planning. I know it takes that extra step. It is more time, but in the long run, I find that that works so much better for like budget, my peace of mind, just kind of knowing what is it that I am making for the week. It doesn't always have to be that you stick to the schedule of Mondays this, Tuesdays this, but if you at least plan out your week and you're like, these are sort of the meals I want to make, you buy according to that. Then, you know, if you change it up and decide what you plan for Wednesday is what you're making Monday, then so be it. We have less food waste. We have, versus just the, and when I say that, it's because if not, I'm one of those people that I go and I'm like, ooh, let's get like broccoli, carrots, all this kind of stuff. And then it just sits and sits and sits. And then I don't even use it for what I thought I was going to do, or maybe it didn't work in a recipe, or I'm racking my brain every day. I am trying to make homemaking and motherhood less stressful for myself and more joyous. I don't try to have everything organized in my life, but I'm just trying to not be so stressed, because as I get older, as different things happen, stress at the end of the day is one of the number one killers. And I'm trying to be around for my kids, my husband, as long as God wills me to. So this is a bunch of the stuff out of my pantry. Like I said, I am shopping and planning from my pantry first. So I'm looking at everything that we actually have, and I'm going to write out some ideas of meals and things that we can still make of what we've got before, like I said, I go and I shop for more stuff. Okay, I have done enough social media. I let myself just kind of sit, enjoy my coffee, watch YouTube. I only allow myself to watch a certain amount of YouTube, be on my phone, doing the social media before it's like, it's time to take a break and just go and be productive and do some different things. So now I'm going to figure out what I'm making the kids for lunch. It was really nice to be able to organize in the pantry, which I'll show you guys. So now, basically, when I organized all that food and went through that shelf, that is what I'm down to, is just that black thing in there, which is nice. It just makes it look a little bit better, and it's easier for me to just grab out and look. I'm gonna probably do a lot more of these soups that I had from my pre-op diet, just to incorporate them and use them up. I've got tuna to make different tuna things. I didn't even realize we had pineapple juice. These things are just always nice to just have on hand. It's just things like mango chutney and korma, and you know, just if I get a protein or something and I'm trying to just throw something in the Instant Pot to have. Down here, we've had this since we moved in. I love this thing. It is just a can organizer. I got it from Amazon, and it has made my life a lot easier as well to just kind of put canned goods and stuff, and that just be nicer in there. This shelf right here is normally full, but I'm actually really liking it like this, that it is kind of just like the kids' snack and like quick grab stuff. So we've got the cereal. Here is just their bars that they can grab. Like I said, usually this is pretty full, but I'm actually really liking it like this. Up here is usually just different granolas, you know, flaxseed, just like odd and in baking stuff. I put baking powder, M&Ms, things like that. Up here, this shouldn't really be up here. Should be down there. But this is like my flour and my pasta and rice. And so I just keep that up top. So yeah, what I found kind of odd and in that I'm going to just use up right now for the kids, I think with lunch and stuff, is I found some ramen also in our freezer, which has been thawing out because it's just been sitting in our freezer and it just needs to get used up in different ways, is guanciale. So we have a whole thing of some guanciale that I'm just going to go ahead and start to dice up and use and cook as well. I think I might make the kids basically kind of like maybe like a ramen carbonara. Oh, Italians, don't kill me, but just something that's just trying to use up different ingredients. This is something that I'll probably also make just on the side, maybe for even myself or something. White asparagus, they call it spargel. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I think it's spargel is how they say it here in Germany, and they go crazy for this and strawberries when it's in season, and it is really good. I had it for the first time in Italy, and I was like, this is so tender and nice, and the flavor, I don't know what it is about it, but it tastes so good.
It's a game of live and learn. I left and then returned to try till I get it right. Trust yourself, love, it's okay, you get it right. Beat yourself up, it's okay, you get it right. No big deal, love, it's okay, it's just another wrong. Take a deeper breath before I reset, oh my.
I just made myself in that pan with just leftover of like the sauce, some eggs. So I just took the egg whites that I used to separate for the carbonara. I added 1 egg, and then I just added like the guanciale and some onions. So basically it's like I'm having carbonara eggs because I can't do like the pasta or anything. So I ate 2 bites of the eggs and it's just not agreeing with me. When I tell you that I've missed carbonara so bad, that was my favorite. And I thought, ooh, this is gonna be nice to kind of have some of the flavors of carbonara without trying to do the pasta and stuff, you know, in terms of the guanciale, the black pepper, the Parmesan. But I don't know. Also, eggs in general, it seems like the only kind that I like is that one that you guys saw in previous videos. That was the feta with the hot pepper jelly. Like, for some reason that settles better, but when I try to do scrambled eggs in other ways like this, where it's more the egg than anything else, I'm just nauseous. I probably should say that too. Let's make this kind of a little bit of an update as well. I haven't gotten on the scale really because that's not my focus. I'm so happy with where I'm at. The last time I got on the scale, I'm only 12 pounds away from my lowest weight that I've ever been. When I had the sleeve and I dropped, I'm 12 pounds away from that, and that was even a stretch because I was like starving myself before we went on our honeymoon to just like drop down just a little bit more. 12 pounds away. I'm not even 3 months post-op. Well, the amount of loose skin happening around my body, but I'm trying to wait until basically, or force myself, starting this coming Monday, that I'm waking up and I'm just taking both kids with me. But again, it starts with that prep, that organization of like having their tablets and things charged, and I'm gonna take them with me to the gym. I missed that about the States where they had an actual like daycare as part of the gym. Like, they're already really, as you see, starting to deflate. I forgot to say before Dante freaks out that I just paused Bluey. size wise though, the other update, so something that's just like a non-scale victory, I have just gotten in some of my dresses. So like this one, even that you guys see me walking around in, that still has some room in it, is very comfy. I ordered things in a size large. A large. And it's just crazy to me because when you like think about it, when I think about my adulthood and my journey, it's been, I went from 2X to 1X to extra large, you know, / extra extra large, and now here I am in a large, and it's just, I'm enjoying that. I think honestly I will probably still always be thicker than a Snicker, but I again am just happy that I'm getting to what I feel like is a healthier body composition and body weight for myself.
He's letting you have it. Do you want another bite, Oren?
Check out the next thing.
Do you want another bite?
Okay,
Dante, you gotta share.
Get a luxury model, totally tacked out and test driven.
Thank you. Good job.
Okay, I'm running a little bit behind on my start time typically of dinner, but this is something that only takes pretty much maybe about an hour in the Instant Pot. I'm gonna see if actually we can get away with doing it for a little bit less. And so obviously I've just got my ground beef and ground pork from the butcher, brown sugar, I've got corn, chili beans, kidney beans, I've got this basically beef bouillon, I've got white onion already diced up, I'm gonna be using this Organics chili seasoning mix, some tomato paste with garlic, and I've got a little bit of extra garlic, and what's not pictured here is just salt and pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and get just a little bit of olive oil and start to saute the onions in the pan. While that's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and start to vacuum around my living room, dining room, all that kind of stuff. This is why I'm not necessarily filming everything right now, because like I said, I'm behind in time, but I just wanted to say that I multitask at this time. So as dinner is going, I do my tidy of the living room, dining room, all that kind of stuff. So then that way, after dinner, all it is just putting our plates and stuff into the dishwasher and just doing a quick wipe down of the kitchen. Just wanted to show that it is browning in here, the meat with the onions. I did not add any seasoning because with these Instant Pots, they heat up so quick, you guys, that you will have burnt pieces on the bottom, and you don't want that. So I just let the meat and the onions sort of cook and start to saute. I'm gonna give this another toss or two, let it cook a little bit more, and then that's when I'm gonna go ahead and add the beef bouillon and the chili seasoning, get that mixed up, and then add in my garlic and basically all the other fixins. Because I'm a measure with your heart kind of person, I just wanted you guys to see. This is the seasoning packet, brown sugar, garlic, tomato paste, and then like I said, also a little bit of that beef bouillon. I'm gonna go ahead and get this mixed up, and then I'm going to put in my beans, corn, and just a little bit of water. I forgot that I'm trying to hurry this up. So I went ahead and actually put the lid on without the corn and beans because I don't want them to get soggy, to pressure cook. Normally I would slow cook this in my Instant Pot for a couple of hours, but since we don't have time, I went ahead and put it on pressure cook just so that everything can really just marry together, all of those flavors, for 20 minutes on high. After that happens, I have it on keep warm. What I'm gonna do is release the pressure. I'm going to add in my beans, the corn. I'm gonna close it back up and have it on the keep warm, and let that just go all the way up until we wanna serve it, which would be basically another like 20 to 30 minutes from then. All of that heat is going to end up kind of like cooking the beans and the corn and everything and incorporating it without getting it mushy.
So tired, but I begin again. Every step is time well spent. I'll take pride, down for the ride till I get it right. Trust yourself, love, it's okay.
I am so tired. I've been up. Well, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Didn't go back to sleep until about 6 a.m. Then woke up at 7. And then Dante woke up and was sick. Got sick all over my bed, my side of the room. So I had to put stuff in the laundry. I'm hoping that he's going to be okay. Right now he's eating some Cheerios. I think he's hungry because everything did not settle in his stomach. I have a grocery pickup. Thank goodness I had already ordered it, but a lot of it was for stuff for our Bible study tonight, which obviously we're not going to make it to because I love how now he seems fine, but just in case he's not, you know how toddlers are. Hey, I'm going to be in one of those kinds of days, so I don't know how much I'm going to vlog, but I need to go do this grocery pickup. It would be us here for a click-to-go order. Don't feel like going in, and the phone isn't working. I am so I can't even talk. I'm so incredibly tired and stressed out. But I made a good decision, you guys. I'm making progress. So aside from needing to just be better about my budget in general, because it was payday today, I separated stuff. I've got my budget. I was like, oh, let me just order delivery. And looking at the total that it was going to be for delivery, I was like, let me just go to the store. So I ran to Aldi, and I'm proud of myself. This is not going to seem like much, but still, instead of just getting something that's a quick fix that the kids are probably going to still waste, and then that's money down the drain, I just went over to Aldi, and I'll show you guys just a quick little thing that I got. So I just got this huge thing of fry sauce because I have tater tots that the kids can dip it in and stuff. I just got us some bread because I am still needing to cook my sourdough. But honestly, for tonight, I think I'm about to just make them some PB&J because I'm that tired. I got some ground beef because I don't ever get my meat from the commissary, and we were supposed to have Bible study tonight, but with Dante being sick, we're not going. And so I'm going to utilize that meal for us, which was loaded queso tots. And I do my queso with chorizo and ground beef. So I just went and got the ground beef. I also got the kids just some of these dino nuggets. These are things that are going to come in handy for nights like tonight when I don't feel like making anything. These, because they're a guilty pleasure for all of us, these little mini Magnum ice creams. And then I've been making fresh lemonade, but I didn't make any today. The kids have been really wanting some. So I saw this where it's just some bio lemonade, and so I got 2 of those, and literally my total was $14 versus when I was gonna go to look at doing a delivery and just getting a donor thing for literally just a little pizza for the kids and a doner or doner, however you say it, for me, which is just basically a gyro type meat shaved with just some veggies and some sauce, was about to cost me almost 40 euros. So I saved quite a bit of money by just going and doing that. Like I said, I'm about to make them some PB&J. Sean's still not home from work. I'm exhausted and at my limit for today. All right, next morning. Here's my to-do list basically for today. About to go shopping. I have to go to different places, but here's my big grocery list. Quick little OOTD. Like I said, I'm loving these dresses. Super happy that this is just a large. I can't believe I'm just fitting into a large. And hair and stuff done. I just realized Sean went to go move his car. I'm ready. It feels nice to just be ready for the day. I took some allergy medication that I got. But yeah, I'm already running behind, so I need to go. Well, back from grocery shopping, and there's not enough room and stuff best to show everything, but I need to unload it. Okay, I apologize that this is going to sound rushed, but here we are. I am just making my bone broth. I just put the bones in a bowl, put some water, let those kind of just soak for a little bit, and then drain them off, get them into a pan, add some olive oil, put those into the oven. I let them roast for about an hour, a little over an hour, just until they're just nice and to the level I want. There is no exact science to this. It's just kind of what you want to do with your heart. In the meantime, I am making the queso while those are roasting, and so I'm just adding some chorizo, some fresh ground beef, Get that mixed together. I am going to add in some Velveeta cheese. As much as I kind of hate it, I'm just like, that's where it's at when it comes to queso. I also added in some of my onions that I have diced up. Then I'm going to put in some fresh cheddar. I added a little bit of salt, some Mexican seasoning. Like, my loaded queso is not one that you're ever going to say is bland. Like, let's just say that. Get that mixed up, and then you're going to add in your rotel and your beans, and that's what's going to give it the nice creaminess. I like to divide this into multiple containers to get into the freezer, because that is one of the things that I've learned is get what is a normal serving size or whatever for you guys, for your family size in the fridge. You can freeze the rest really easily, and so then that's what I do. I just kind of label it, put it in there. With my bones, once they're done being roasted, which you guys will see, I'm going to get those into my Instant Pot. I'm going to add just aromatics that I had on hand, which was some green onion and some rosemary that was growing a lot. So I said, hey, let's just add that in there, top it with water, but you can also just put the bones in and add the water if you wanted to. You do not have to run to the store or get anything in particular. You're going to put this into your Instant Pot. I had it go on high for 2 hours. Then I had it slow cook for over 8 hours. And then I had it slow cook again for another 5 hours. And this is just what I prefer because it makes it really nice and gelatinous to really get out that bone and bone marrow and stuff. My tuna noodle casserole that I am making because my husband is getting ready to deploy. So I just needed some easy meals this week that I'm not really worrying about some stuff. So I've got tuna with just some onions, some fish powder, garlic powder, spinach, and I put that into the oven with just some cheese and noodles, and it is super simple. This next thing my kids loved, and I was like, this is awesome. Those Kraft-inspired macaroni and cheese cups. Make it at home, you guys. So I was able to just get the noodles from the store. I added in the rest of that Velveeta so I didn't waste it. Add a little bit of water, some fresh shredded cheese, some salt, and I literally just spin that all together, put it into little containers. Again, you can put some in the fridge, some in the freezer. I can just pop these out, microwave them for my kiddos, and that is a quick, easy meal without it having to be the whole like powdered situation that goes on. I also wanted to show you guys that I ended up making some fresh sourdough English muffins. I made some chocolate protein muffins, and then I also show you just in the end that bone broth. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will certainly do some more slowed down type cook with me's, but I just figured this was a nice thing to add in for today because this was real life of my day and my week. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.
The sum of my mistakes, can I catch a break?